So you want to be like Kiyotaka Ayanokōji from the anime. Manipulative, heartless, and perfect human, huh? However, it's important to remember that real life is not an anime series. In real life, so in this video I explain you the meaning of perfect human emotions play a crucial role in our lives. They help us understand ourselves and others, guide our decisions, and allow us to express and communicate our feelings. Emotions are also key to forming meaningful relationships and connections with others. Being emotionless, like Ayanokoji, could lead to difficulties in forming these connections and could potentially lead to a sense of isolation or detachment. For example, imagine you're at a social gathering. If you were emotionless like Ayanokoji, you might find it difficult to connect with others. You wouldn't be able to share in their joy or comfort them in their sorrow. You might be able to analyze the situation and manipulate events to your advantage, but at the end of the day, you would be missing out on the emotional connections that make such gatherings meaningful. On the other hand, having control over one's emotions or emotional intelligence can be very beneficial. Emotional intelligence involves recognizing and understanding our own emotions and the emotions of others, and using this understanding to guide our actions and interactions. It includes skills like emotional awareness, self-regulation, and empathy. For instance, let's say you're in a heated discussion with a friend. If you have high emotional intelligence, you'd be able to recognize when your emotions are starting to escalate and take steps to calm yourself down. You'd also be able to understand your friend's emotions and respond in a way that is sensitive to their feelings. This can help prevent the discussion from turning into an argument and damaging your friendship. Now, let's bring in some wisdom from the Bhagavad Gita. In the Gita, Krishna discusses a variety of theological and philosophical issues and explains the paths of devotion, action, and knowledge, among others. He also talks about life, religion, philosophy, and spirituality. Here are some relevant teachings from the Gita that we can apply to our discussion. 1. Control of emotions. In Chapter 2, verse 63, the Gita says, "Anger leads to clouding of judgment, which results in bewilderment of memory. When memory is bewildered, the intellect gets destroyed, and when the intellect is destroyed, one is ruined." This verse highlights the importance of controlling one's emotions, particularly anger, as it can lead to clouded judgment and ultimately one's downfall. 2. Equanimity. In Chapter 14, verses 24 to 25, the Gita describes a person who has risen above the three modes of material nature. Such a person is alike in happiness and distress, looks upon a clod, a stone, and a piece of gold as of equal value, remains the same amidst pleasant and unpleasant events, has equal regard for all, and treats both friend and foe alike. This state of equanimity and seeing the divine in all is considered a high state of wisdom and spiritual realization in the Gita. 3. Transcendence of the material modes of nature. The Gita also talks about transcending the modes of material nature and realizing one's spiritual nature. In this state, one is not affected by the temporary ups and downs of life and remains steady and peaceful. This is a state of being rather than a state of emotionlessness. It's about experiencing emotions but not being disturbed by them. So, while it might be interesting to imagine what it would be like to be a character like Ayanokoji, it's important to remember the value and importance of emotions in our real lives. It's not about being emotionless, but rather about understanding and managing our emotions in a healthy and constructive way. Finally, it's worth noting that everyone is different. We all have different emotional experiences and ways of expressing our emotions. What works for one person might not work for another. It's important to find a balance and approach that works for you. This might involve seeking support from others, such as friends, family, or mental health professionals, and taking steps to look after your emotional health, such as practicing mindfulness or other forms of self-care. Remember, it's okay to feel emotions, and it's okay to ask for help if you're struggling. You're not alone. In conclusion, While Ayanokoji's emotionless and strategic approach might make for an interesting anime character in real life, it's emotional intelligence that truly helps us navigate our relationships and experiences in a healthy and fulfilling way. So, instead of striving to be emotionless, strive to understand and manage your emotions. It's a journey, but it's one that's well worth it. The teachings of the Bhagavad Gita can provide valuable guidance on this journey. That's it for today's video. If you found this content helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insightful discussions. Remember, your likes and subscribes help us create more content for you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.